Joined today by Bulls assistant manager Adam Lester. Adam, how pleased were you with the two wins against Whiteleaf and Alton?
Yeah, really pleased. Two really tough games, especially the Whiteleaf games, and especially with the games coming thick and fast at the moment as well. Whiteleaf, like 9 wins on the trot. Running really well in the league at the moment. Spending a lot of cash behind the scenes on getting players from leagues above as well. So to go there to their place and put in a real gritty performance and show the character that they did, to get that 1-0 win as well, with some finish from Kilshaw, who by the way has had a cracking start to the season too, was really pleasing. And considering the amount of travel and the tiredness within the team and the injuries within the team, to go away and do that was really special for the boys, and I know they were really buzzing about that result. And then the Alton game as well was a cracking result. Going away, really tough conditions, midweek. There isn't another team in the league that does these midweek games like we do, and what we're asking the lads to do and give up throughout that day as well, to take time off work to go and do that. In a tough Tuesday night, in the rain. Conditions were really tough, but the boys dug in and managed to get the win in the end with 2 decent goals. Shawnee came on off the bench there. He's had to bide his time a little bit so far to get himself some minutes in the team, but he's only a young lad. His time will come, I'm sure. He's got cracking ability, but to come on off the bench there and get that, be in the right position and get that goal was brilliant. And then obviously Miggs late on. Miggs has been fantastic all season for us. He's been one of our top performers, and for him it's just another day at the office getting a goal like that and a top performance from him. But on the whole, the boys have been brilliant the last few games, and hopefully they can bring that into this week's game as well.
Well, it's been a few months now since you've been working with them. How's it been being involved, and how did you get involved? Tell us a bit about your background.
Well, for me, I've been, people know me across the island. I've been playing, I use that term loosely, for many years, but coaching has always been something that I've been really keen on. I'm in my mid-30s now. I've been doing that since I was 16 with the first Tower Minis, and then with Brellard's Minis, and then all through the ranks there. I went to America for a few years, but I really found my calling with coaching when I was at St Paul's, and I did the under-16s and took them up to the under-18s there as well for 3 years, and I could really get into the nitty-gritty of coaching and start doing some tactical stuff there rather than it being young kids football. And really felt like I enjoyed it. I'd done all my badges, done up to my UEFA B as well over the years, and spent a lot of time in it as well. So this was a next step for me. St Brellard's first team last year was an amazing experience. Tough work at times, especially behind the scenes, but I think for me this was the next step for me, and the opportunity to be able to coach some of the elite players in the island and the best players in the island was a really good opportunity for me. And something that I'm really thoroughly enjoying at the moment. The lads have been brilliant. To have this facility and to have the setup that we do to enable me to really get into the nitty-gritty of coaching and do some tactical stuff, some phase of play, all that kind of stuff, has been really enjoyable so far this season. And I think for me, the setup of being the assistant manager as well, and not having to deal with all the stuff behind the scenes has really helped me focus on my coaching, and it's something I've really enjoyed.
Well, in terms of coaching, you've basically coached 2 sides now, given all the injuries we've had to the first team, with some of the players who maybe play slightly higher up the pitch falling further back down to cover defensive positions. Can you give us an update on any injuries?
Yeah, it shows the character in the squad that these lads are willing to give up the positions that they usually are more accustomed to then play out of position for us, and I cannot fault any single player who's had to do that. Kilshaw and Fraser Barlow having to play at full-back at times this year, and Fraser's been a real standout performer at the back there for us recently. But injury updates, Johnny LeCain is nearing getting back to playing. He'll be making steps this weekend, but he won't quite be involved yet. So no new injury updates in terms of players coming back in, but players nearing coming back. And I think we've got some really tough games coming up at the beginning of November, so I think we've got an eye towards hopefully getting some players back for those games where we've got Red Hill, Knapp Hill, the Vars, all early doors in November. So we've got an eye on that. But what we can't do is start taking our eye off the ball at the moment with these next few games that we've got coming up, because we're on a great run of form, but we've got to keep that going. We have an opportunity this weekend to break our record at this level of an unbeaten run. So that'll be something that hopefully the boys won't need much motivation to play a decent game this weekend.
Well, the focus now will be looking ahead against the game against Corinthian Casuals, well known for their travels, but making their first ever trip to Springfield to play the Jersey Bulls. Can you tell us the game plan for that one?
Definitely can't tell you the game plan because this might get out, but I think for us it's another day at the office, and we just got to keep this form going. You know, the boys have been brilliant in training over the last few weeks. There are going to be some tired legs out there, but that hasn't stopped them. There's been some tired legs out there for a while now, and they're still performing admirably and still performing to a very, very high level, a level above probably what we realistically expected. I mean, to go unbeaten so far this season is something that we had our eye on, but something that is probably above our expectations at the moment. And if we can keep playing above our expectations, then we'll never know what might happen towards the end of the season. But in terms of this weekend, you're not going to see too much difference from the last few games in terms of lineup, and the way we set out will be on the front foot, going at Corinthians here at home and trying to put on a positive display for the crowd, for the island, and hopefully continue to work our way up this league.
Well, fans can get tickets from bulls.je, 3 o'clock kickoff, doors will open from 1:30, and fans can also get their hands on the new kit that's available in the club shop. Wish you the best of luck, and hopefully 3 points on Saturday.
Cheers, Ed, thanks a lot.
Thank you.